வணக்கம். In this video we are going to see about the conversion of metric systems. So metric system means starting from millimeter, centimeter, meter till kilometer. So there are 7 different units in the metric system and everyone will easily answer this question. That is 1 kilometer equal to how many meters? The next second everyone will answer as 1000 meters. So it is very easy because everyone used to get it memorized from the childhood. But if there is a question like how 1 millimeter equal to how many meters, 1 kilometer equal to how many millimeters, 1 centimeter equal to how many meters, 1 centimeter equal to how many kilometers, like this, if we cross question, they will be not able to in a position to answer this question because everyone from childhood are memorized these metric systems. So in this video, I am going to explain you about the logic, simple and easy logic to answer whatever the question may be between this metric system units. You can answer this question within few seconds, and there is a simple and easy logic which I am going to explain in this video. Please do not skip this video to understand this easy logic. So welcome to a4e channel. If you are visiting this channel for the first time, please do subscribe to the channel and please do follow us on the Instagram and Facebook. First, we can see the basic units of measurements. So to calculate the distance, the units used is meter. To calculate the weight, the unit used is gram. And to calculate the quantity, the unit used is liter. So these are the basic units of measurements, that is meter, gram and liter. I am going to explain you in this video about taking the example of the distance unit, which is meter. So to understand the logic and derive it easily, you first need to know about the sequence of units. So the sequence of units I am going to explain using the distance, meter. So there are 7 different sequence of units. So I am going to keep as the meter as the center of unit. So there are 3 different smaller units. So keeping meter, the smallest units are decimeter, centimeter and millimeter. The highest units above meter are decameter, hectometer and kilometer. So the sequence of units are starting from millimeter, centimeter, decimeter, meter and decameter, hectometer and kilometer. So if you understand this sequence of these units, you will be easily able to derive whatever the question may be, that is 1 kilometer equal to how many millimeter or 1 centimeter equal to how many hectometer, whatever the question may be, you can easily derive it. So there are only 2 logics to remember to derive the units. So the first logic are, keeping in mind about the sequence of units, going from smallest to highest, you need to divide. And to come from highest to smallest, you need to do a multiplication. So keeping in mind, if the question is from the smallest to highest, that is 1 millimeter equal to how many meter, then it should be a divided. And if the question is 1 kilometer equal to how many millimeter, it should be a multiplication. This is the first logic. The second logic is, so going from which unit to which unit, that is there are 7 sequence of units. So if you start from, if the question is 1 millimeter equal to how many centimeter, so the answer you need to use is millimeter is in the first position, centimeter is in the second position, so you need to use 10. When you go from millimeter to meter, that is millimeter is in the first position, so second position 10, third position 10, fourth position for meter it's another 0. So there are 3 zeros you need to use. The number you need to use is 1000. The same way, if you're going reverse from meter to millimeter, that is the fourth position meter to the first position millimeter. So for third position decimeter 10, for second position centimeter 10, and for millimeter the first position another 0. Again you need to use the number 1000. The same way, if you are going from 1 millimeter to the kilometer, that is first position till 7th position, you need to use second position centimeter 10, third position decimeter another 0, fourth position meter another 0, fifth position decameter another 0, sixth position hectometer another 0, and 7th position kilometer, another 0. So totally 6 zeros you need to use. The number you need to use is 10 lakh. So this is the logic. So the first logic is smallest to highest you need to use divide, highest to smallest you need to use multiplication. The second logic is you need to use the number of zeros from the sequence of units from how many to how many. That is the two different logics you need to use. We can apply this two simple logics to derive the units with an example for better understanding. So first, 1 millimeter equal to how many centimeter? So the millimeter is the smallest unit, centimeter is the highest unit. So the first logic is from smallest to highest we need to use divide. So millimeter is in the first position, centimeter is in the second position, so we need to use 1 0. So the answer would be 1 millimeter equal to how many centimeter is 1 divided by 10, that is 0.1 centimeter. So the answer easily derived 1 millimeter equal to 0.1 centimeter. Now we are going to see vice versa, that is 1 centimeter equal to how many millimeter. So centimeter is in the second position and millimeter is in the first position, so you need to use 1 0. So it is the 10 is the number, and centimeter is in the highest and millimeter is lowest, so you need to use multiplication. So 1 centimeter equal to 10 millimeter. So the easily we are applying both the logics in this simple question, and we are able to derive the answer very easily. Next, we can apply this logic to the famous question, 1 kilometer equal to how many meters? That is 1000 meters. We can try this logic. So kilometer is in the 7th position, meter is in the 4th position, that is from highest to smallest. So highest to smallest is multiplication, and how many zeros we need to use is kilometer is in 7th position, for 6th position 1 0, for 5th position 2 zeros, and for 4th position 3rd 0. So totally 1000 is the factor which we need to use. So 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So we can see the vice versa, that is 1 meter equal to how many kilometers. Same logic, that is smallest to highest, it's division, and the number of zeros we need to use is 4th position is meter and 7th position is kilometer. There are 3 positions which we need to cross, so we need to use 3 zeros. 1 meter equal to 1 by 1000 kilometer, that is 1 meter is equal to 0.001 kilometer. Next, we can apply this logic to random questions, that is 1 centimeter equal to how many hectometer. So smallest to highest it is division, and centimeter is in the second position, hectometer is in the 6th position. So 3rd position 1 0, 4th position another 0, 5th position another 0, and 6th position another 0. So there are 4 zeros which we need to use. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1 divided by 10,000 hectometer, that is 0.0001 hectometer. Like the same way, how many decameter, that is 1 decameter equal to how many millimeter. So decameter is in the 5th position and millimeter is in 1st position. So highest to smallest it's multiplication, and how many factors means it's decameter is in the 5th position, so 4th position 1 0, 3rd position another 0, 2nd position another 0, and 1st position another 0. Totally 1 decameter is equal to 10,000 millimeter. So we are able to derive it very easily. So the last example which we are going to see is starting from 1st position till 7th position, that is 1 millimeter is equal to how many kilometers. So smallest to highest it's division, and 1st position till 7th position there are 6 positions which we need to cross. So we need to use a factor with 6 zeros, that is 10 lakhs. So 1 millimeter is equal to 1 divided by 10 lakh kilometers, that is 1 millimeter is equal to 0.000001 kilometer. So easily we can derive using this two simple logics. So whatever the question may be between this units of measurements, and we can derive it within few seconds. I have explained using the units distance, that is meters. The same logic applies to the other different units of measurements, that is weight, gram, and quantity, liters. That is, so in sequence of units using the distance, there are 7 sequence of units, that is starting from millimeter, meter, and ending at kilometer. The same way for weighing grams is starting from milligrams, grams, until kilograms. The same applies to liters, that is starting from milliliter, liter, and kiloliter. The same 7 sequence of units applies to all different units of measurements in the metric system. So whenever anyone asks you question about any different units of measurements, you can easily derive it using only 2 simple logics. Keeping in mind, the first logic is from smallest to highest, it's a division, and from highest to smallest, it's a multiplication. The second logic is how many zeros we need to use. That is the main thing. So going from smallest to highest or highest to smallest, so how many units you're crossing in the sequence of units. If you're crossing 2 units, you need to use 2 zeros. 100 is the factor, or if you're crossing 3 units, 1000 is the factor. So keeping in mind both the logics, you can derive whatever the question may be, and whoever asks the question, you can derive it within a few seconds. Parents and teachers also can explain the same simple logics to the kids, so that the children will learn how to derive the units of measurements between any units or any sequence, whatever the question may be. Instead of memorizing the units of measurements, they can derive it very easily within few seconds using these 2 simple logics. So please do teach these logics to your kids. The same units of measurements video in Tamil is already published in our channel. I will share the link in the description and in the video card. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, give a thumbs up. If you have any queries, please do comment in the comment section. For more informative videos like this, please do subscribe our channel and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Vanakkam.